Welcome to 60 Seconds of Wellness Reflection. I'm Joyce Chacha from Wellness Hub, and today we are reflecting on a season that many of us fear, but one that is filled with wisdom, stories, and strength, and that is old age. Many theorists have done research and have spoken widely about this stage. According to Erik Erikson, in the theory of psychosocial development, the final stage of life is called ego, integrity versus despair. It begins around age 65 and continues through old age. And this stage, what does it ask for? Something like, can I look back on my life with a sense of satisfaction and completeness? When answered yes, we develop ego integrity. And that's a sense of peace, wisdom, and acceptance. But if we look back with regret and sometimes shame or even unfulfilled dreams, we may feel a lot of despair. So maybe we can define old age, but it's not just a number. For many psychologists, they've defined it as a stage of life where actually many major changes happen. And the physical, where there's slower movement and even health challenges and even health changes. We have the social, where there's loss of peers, we are retiring, and emotionally, we are dealing with mortality and even identity shifts. For the cognitive, sometimes memory changes or even cognitive slowing. And with this, aging is not necessarily a decline. It's actually just a transformation. And you find, for example, a teacher, a retired teacher, who mentors young students, channeling purpose even after leaving the classroom. This I am a witness. You'll find even a widow or even a widower who begins painting or some sort of a hobby at age 70 and discovering creativity in that grief. You find a grandparent learning to text, doing video calls, and connecting with grand kids, even on WhatsApp, and enjoying it. You also find a 65-year-old woman returning back to school and fulfilling a lifelong dream that they had. Even for an older man, downsizing his home and realizing simplicity that comes with just going back to the village and just enjoying nature. So, yes, uh, theories have guided us. As we have mentioned, we have the Erik Erikson's ego, integrity versus despair, and it asks, can I make peace with my story? And this is a big question. How have we lived? How is my life? How was it? And now that I'm here, now what? I would want to compare aging. It's like a well-known book. The cover may be wrinkled, but inside, the chapters grow deeper, richer, and more beautifully layered. And you, who's the author, still have blank pages to write. So when caring for the old adults, maybe we have a few do's and don'ts. One of the things that we should do is to include them in decisions. For example, asking if they'd like to try a new chair or even keep the old one. Let's not just be quick to change things in the house without even their consent. It's also very important to encourage independence. Allow them to cook, allow them to go for walks, as long as it's safe, you know. Listen to their stories, even if sometimes it's repeated. This validates their worth. Speak respectfully. Talk to them, not at them. They're not your children. Support their social life. Offer to take them to church, to the market, to those social gatherings that they really desire to go to. Maybe some of the things that we should not do. Let's avoid assuming that they're helpless. Don't go just grabbing things from them without asking them. Also, let's not ignore their emotional needs. It could be grief, it could be loneliness, and some are also struggling with a lot of boredom. And these are real experiences that they're going through. Please don't make medical or home choices without consulting them. Yeah, you've seen something, you just want to rush them to hospital, subjecting them to, even self-medicating them. I think the other thing is let's avoid using baby talk uh, on them. The way you talk to those infants. Actually, the truth is that with their age, it did not erase their intelligence. So let's talk to them as we would talk to any other person. The other thing that is most important, let's not isolate them. Of course, safety is important, but safety should not mean disconnection. So, for caregivers supporting elders with challenges, those with memory loss, dementia, and even limited mobility, compassion becomes a daily practice. For example, let's start with those with limited mobility. It's important that we create an accessible environment, be it clear paths, be it raised seats, or even railings. Allow for dignity in movement. Don't rush them or lift them without permission. Let them know what you want to do. Encourage them gently to do activities, be it assisted walking or even stretching. And we can also use adaptive tools when needed, like walkers, lifts, and other mobility aids. For those struggling with dementia or even memory loss, let's be patient with them. Repetition is part of the condition. It's not defiance. Use names and visual cues, be it photos, be it familiar songs, even their favorite routines. Never argue or correct harshly. Just gently redirect. Speak slowly, clearly, and calmly. Too much stimulation can be overwhelming to them. Let's talk about emotional support for caregivers. It's very important to take breaks. Rest is part of caregiving. Ask for help, either from family, from professional, or even support groups. Acknowledge your own grief and even your own fatigue. You're human. You're not a machine. Because in truth, you find that a daughter caring for her mom who has Alzheimer plays her favorite hymn every morning. Her mother may forget her name, but she remembers the music, and that song becomes their bridge. So, what can help? What helps us age well? One is purposefully living. This is by volunteering, by mentoring, by caregiving, and storytelling, and so on. There's also connection, staying close to family, or even finding new social circles that bring warmth. Other thing is routine and movement. This could be walks, it could be favorite hobbies, it could be things like gardening, yoga, swimming, and the like. Also, continued learning, books, online courses, photography, hobbies like even knitting, you know. The other thing is emotional processing. It's very important. Be it therapy, be it journaling, be it storytelling, even spiritual reflection. So as we wind up to the old, I want us to say this together, that I am not defined by age. I am a vessel of experience, tenderness, and wisdom. My story still matters. I am not defined by age. I am a vessel of experience, tenderness, and wisdom, and my story still matters. My challenge for everyone here today is that call, text, or even visit an older person today. Then ask them, what's the one lesson life has taught them? And if you're aging, I want you to ask yourself, what am I still curious to experience? And go for it. Thank you.